What's up everyone, Michigan 1777 here. I'm going to cover the Sony PS5 and the Sony A90J and how to get the best HDR possible. I noticed in my last gaming video that I did not have the settings correct for HDR and I screwed with everything. So currently I have this in the wrong HDR format. As you can see here, clouds are losing specular detail around the sun and it's just not well optimized. I have gradation preferred on and it still looks okay, but it's not right. So I'm going to show you now. Before I do that though, I recommend going to Artings.com, looking at their advanced color temperature and their color adjustments for their panel and giving those a try. I put them on this TV and they improved my colors a lot, and I was really impressed with how much skin tones and things looked a lot more natural. I'll leave the link for that in the description below. Okay, so how to adjust the HDR to be the best for the PS5? Well, what you're going to want to do, first off, I'll show you. Go to screen and video, go to adjust HDR, and now I'm going to show you what happens. So basically, if you have gradation preferred turned on versus off, if you go to off and you try and adjust HDR, you can see as I turn gradation preferred on, the sun shows up more. The dynamic tone mapping is throwing off the peak brightness of the TV. It's saying it's able to do more peak brightness than what it's actually capable of. So when you adjust the HDR, make sure in the Sony A90J settings to turn off HDR tone mapping. Like I said, turn it off. Okay, now go to your PS5, once again, screen and video, go to adjust HDR, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. For me, it's 13. What you want to do is make sure the sun does disappear. If the sun is still there, I know it tells you to do that. You're going to lose a little bit of detail up at the top end of your, basically the peak brightness of the TV. So make the sun disappear. Next, same thing for the 10% window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. My sun disappears at 13. Since you're on the A90J and it is an OLED, turn this all the way down to the darkest setting. You want to get the deepest blacks possible. And now that your HDR is adjusted, you can go back into your Sony A90J picture settings, go to your brightness, turn back on gradation preferred, go into the game, and your HDR should be well optimized now. Just a moment here, let me load on in and I'll show you the HDR in Spider-Man Miles Morales. You gain a lot more detail in the clouds and whatnot versus before. I know it might be hard to tell off camera because you can tell that the sun is clipping on my thing, but basically you have gained a lot more specular detail back. And if you do go back into your picture settings and turn off tone mapping and whatnot, it does change the image, as you can see, quite a bit. Honestly, I like the gradation preferred. I think overall it makes the picture brighter, but some people might like the HDR tone mapping off. I personally just don't think it looks quite as good as gradation preferred on. But yeah, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you guys will like, comment, and subscribe. And please subscribe to the channel. I'm still working on getting my channel to be bigger, and any help would be appreciated. Anyway, have a great evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.